Weightlifting lingo can be so confusing, but I'm going to break down the difference between hang and power right now. One of the most confusing parts of weightlifting as a beginner is the terminology. In weightlifting, we use power and hang as modifiers for the classic lifts you'll see here. Real quick, before we go any further, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for all things weightlifting basics and beyond, and go ahead and follow me on Instagram for even more content. The word power refers to the height that we receive either a snatch or a clean. That means you're going to turn that bar over and fix it overhead somewhere at parallel or above and not continue absorbing it all the way down to an overhead squat or a front squat. So the reason you might want to do a power version of a snatch or a clean can be numerous. Either you're working on really finishing and extending through the lift if you have a hard time doing that and you kind of just tend to fall under the weight. You might be working on staying connected through your turnover. Again, these are similar problems, but really focusing on using your upper body more intensely on finishing the lift. Or it can be used as a modifier in place of a lack of mobility, right? Maybe you just can't get to these positions, or you're dealing with an injury that's going to prevent you from being able to get into a full squat. All of these are valid reasons to utilize this version of a lift. Now, when we're talking about a power jerk, there's a slight difference. Yes, you're going to receive the bar in a height somewhere above parallel, just like you do in the snatch or the clean. You're not going to squat it all the way down. That would imply a squat jerk. But it also means you're not going to split that jerk either, which is the most common version of a jerk. So again, a power jerk starts and finishes at more or less the same height, meaning the height that you receive it at is pretty similar to the height that you dip to. Now, footwork is optional. You might see some lifters do this with big foot movement. You might see some lifters not move their feet very much at all. That is athlete's choice and personal preference, as long as the feet stay underneath the body. If you're a novice and you're looking for a comprehensive, beginner-friendly program that takes you from complete noob to full snatch and clean and jerk, then you're going to want to check out Weightlifting Foundations down below. It is my beginner-friendly remote program to help build new athletes into full-fledged weightlifters from afar. So a hang snatch or clean implies that we are first picking that bar up, standing all the way up with it, and then lowering to the designated position. That might be a high hang, which is generally mid-thigh and above. It might be a mid-hang, which is somewhere around the knees, or it might be a low hang, which is below the knees. But in either case, we stand it up first, and then we get set into that hang position. So the benefit of hang work is that we can troubleshoot a particular phase of the pull, or in the case of really high hang stuff, we can work on the turnover because it forces you to have to create a lot of force and then quickly move yourself underneath the bar. Some athletes actually feel better and stronger in hang variations of the snatch or the clean because we're stretching your muscles, right? It's like a rubber band. We're stretching you to get into that hang position, and then you get a really quick reflex. So some athletes can feel really, really snappy and springy from there. The potential downside is that we're loading your back a lot more. You're having to hold those positions a lot longer. So depending on the depth that you are going to the hang from, or your general history of back strength, these might not feel super duper awesome. Also, you notice that there's no hang version of the jerk, obviously, because the bar is already starting loaded on your body. And you can combine a hang and a power to create a hang power snatch and a hang power clean. Okay, I hope that clarified some things for you. If you're more of an intermediate lifter and you're looking to follow along with a really awesome team program, then you can learn more about my Spot Barbell program in the link down below and train with us remotely. That's all I got for you today. If you got questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll see you on the platform.